Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh, time for Marble Madness. You have a double jump. Is there any way to just...
I think...
Can you morph ball out of a double jump?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you can.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I shouldn't have said it.
I believe your dumb idea does work if you do angle it right, because...
It looks like it would work if you...
You have...
It looks like it could work if you angle it right.
I think that's a thing. I think.
I could see that being a thing in certain scenarios, but I could also see there being some type of under-the-hood programming to stop that from working.
I don't... But you...
It's because of, like, the drop-off. That's the biggest problem. Should probably just attempt to do it normally. But, like, that's the type of shit where I look at that, and I'm like, I could see this actually being a dumb speedrunning skip.
This is what I was looking for. I just couldn't remember what lab it was in. I thought this was earlier in here.
Oh, God. Time for Marble Madness.
Actually, when you get up on it, it's not that bad. Hey, be glad I noticed this, because otherwise we'd have to do this the other way. Which is something that I don't think they thought about. Because of what happens.
Yeah, I know.
But,
yeah, I know.
Hold on, I got it. Mine!
Mine?
Okay.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Ah! Funny. Jeez, missiles though.
Always was missiles. I don't know why, I just love that, like, ragdoll pop-up when you, like... when you do that.
Yeah, okay. Those guys, yeah, have beefier health.
Though, because they have... yeah, I was gonna say, though, because they have jetpacks. Wasn't there a thing where...
The stun effect screws those guys up. But missile pumping... The fast missiles...
Because we already got the standard super missile. Where was the wave beam super missile located? Because I can't wait till we get to that.
It's in the ruins.
The only one of those I can...
I know where they all are.
The only one of those I can remember is the last one because of the dumb speedrunning shit associated with that. Yeah, and also,
I'm aware of that game.
And also, I know what's...
Oh, wait, I forgot what this room was. God damn it.
Also, to
go back
to what I was talking about earlier.
Going back.
Prefer the individual.
I missed.
You're
supposed to scan all the computers?
Yes. Going back to what I was saying earlier about I prefer the individual beams because I feel that makes each beam sort of more useful, whereas in the older games, because of the beam stacking, you kind of sort of just lead to having them all equipped at once and almost never take them off. I know what like someone would say about how the like last beam in this game you get is like so like
stupidly broken, and I was
like
going to comment on that.
That it outclasses the others, and I can see that a bit, but I feel like, again, especially considering the power, like, to the super missiles for, like, each of the beams, I think each one of them does actually have some use, especially
the problem is that the last beam in this game is just so much universal damage that it really does not, like... Oh, God, I can't talk. The final beam in this game does just so much universal damage that it sort of renders.
Any idea of, like, oh, because this is a machine, it takes more damage from the wave beam because it's electric damage. Any idea of that is almost thrown out the window because of how, like, strong the last one is.
Yes.
Again, I can halfway, like, agree to this.
Any semblance of balance can kind of just be clicking buttons. So the gimmick, and this is why I wanted to get that one missile, when you grab this thing, the freaking power in here starts flickering and goes out. Meaning you have to fight.
Well, they... Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do this to pump. Yeah, it pumps way faster on this beam. Interesting.
Because this beam fires faster. Okay, you don't have combat. Show the terrible thing.
What?
Go back to the thermalizer. Now activate Morph Ball. Yeah, motherfuckers. Gotta do that shit in the dark.
Yep.
Okay, go back to thermal so we can fucking see.
I can see. I can fight. And the Metroids break out. However, like I was.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, I missed a few of those. It had some iframes. Alright. I think it's 3 or 4 regular missiles.
At that point, it would probably be 1 super missile could...
Yes.
Yep. And again, it's like 5 missiles. You just got a missile expansion. You just got your super missile back. We call that law of averages. You'll get back the resources you spend to use it.
Yep. Damn it, game.
Because the other thing about Metroid...
Oh, there we go!
The other thing about Metroids, if I remember correctly, I believe it is they are only vulnerable or more vulnerable on like the underside.
No. If they attach to Samus's head and you become a morph ball, you can drop bombs and it will blow up to get them off, and it can do pretty good damage. And wave beam is a power beam. Like, it's electricity, so it powers crap.
No, the power beam is the power beam.
Fucking robots. Actually, yeah. Oh my god.
Wow, because of how dark the like screen is, you actually got like a full reflection of Samus's face. That almost never happens.
Yes. Charge 1 missile, which can save on missiles. Oh, I actually can do the one thing. Hold on. Come on, idiot. I freed you. Do the thing.
Do the thing, you idiots. Oh, the game is trying. They're trying, but they're both trying to kill you, so they're also both sort of trying to get...
If you free Metroid, sometimes they will eat enemies.
Yes, the enemies can sometimes start fighting.
No.
Well, by fighting, I mean the Metroids would start... Like, the Metroids would start attacking them. Look at how he ragdolled. God, I hope the enemies will despawn. Because I swear, and because you're, having to look at everything in the thermal filter, it's going to be kind of difficult. I swear that enemy got, like, ragdolled onto, like, the railing and was, like, stuck there for a hot minute.
Just leave you in your tank.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny, if you see enemies hanging, like... You can,
Yeah.
And if you have charge shots ready, like... With the thermal visor, because the enemies are... Like, it's thermal, so anything with a...
Also, don't turn on the thermal visor in Magmar Caverns. Just trust me on that.
Okay.
Actually, because of all the changes to the lighting when we get there, I want you to actually do that for a second.
Also, to maximize with the wave beam, the missile pump, you need to shoot the missile and then, like, immediately back roll. Trying to also maintain the energy. Now, thankfully, there are, the crates and stuff.
Okay, you have most energy tanks. You have, like, 6 energy tanks and you're only missing 1, so that means you have, like, 5.
Yes. That outside area is outside, so that's...
So, we can actually see again.
For a second. It's a cool gimmick, but at the same time, it freaking irks me.
Hey, at least they give you the, like, as soon as you get the thermal visor, at least as soon as you get the thermal visor, they, turn on the darkness. Imagine if the game was, like, a real asshole or something, and you had to, like, go through there in the dark, and you only get the thermal visor, like, at the end. So you, like, have to go through there once in, like, the dark, and then backtrack in the dark, but now you can see on, like, the backtrack. That would have been way worse.
Yep. Asshole. Generally, even if you're not full pumping and everything, like, one shot... Yeah,
because you're using, like, a charge shot before that, like, especially with, again, the funny thing of the, like, because of that little, like, extra 3-shot added in this game, if
Give
you...
me missiles.
Because of a little, like, extra 3-shot thing added in this game, you could potentially start charging, shoot them with, like, the 3 pellets, shoot a charge shot, and then a missile to, like, finish them off instead of them having, like, a tiny pip of health.
Like I said, when I paused, taking a drink. That's some tea. Okay. Good. Plenty of missiles, plenty of help.
When we go back through the one room, isn't there a save point?
Yes. It doesn't... There's a save point in the one tower room.
Good.
Which isn't deactivated, it's just...
Well, because the other half is the half you turn the power off on.
No? It's the whole base, Carson.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, but at least they didn't turn off the save point, because, that would have been a real dick.
What is shooting at me?
Space Pirates, I believe, below you.
Hold on. Sorry, boys!
Because, you know, it would have been like a real dick move to force the player to go through.
Sorry, boys!
Because, you know, it would have been like a real dick move to force the player to, like, go through an area that's dark with the power off, and that also turns off the save point. Good thing a Metroid game never did that. Super Metroid is a bad game, and I will die on this hill.
Okay. Charge. Single missile. Charge! Single missile.
And I feel the people that like it only like it because they played it a million times and they know how to avoid the jink, which is absolutely fucking hilarious to me, because with Super Metroid and Link to the Past being certified classics, you people give them that, you give them a free pass on that, but then as soon as someone tries making this argument was a Sonic game, they're a fucking crazy person. Even though I could, you know, say the exact same argument for, like, a Sonic game or whatever, but, oh, it's...
Did we miss that one tube you had the super missile?
Isn't it in this first room? Because you're playing the area backwards. I thought that tube was in the first or second room.
Wait, it's right here.
Also, because of the way super missiles work in this game, there are no super missile expansions. It is just a missile expansion. It is just standard missile expansions, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's...
Well, at that point, because of...
Super missiles don't exist in this game!
Because standard or 5, a super missile expansion would have probably been worth like 10 or something.
Super missiles do not exist in...
At that point, that's what a super missile expansion would have been. Is it would have just been a larger group of missiles at once.
Super missiles do not exist. What you're calling it, like that? Yeah.
Miss.
Fucking lock on. It's fine. Fine, we'll pump, motherfuckers. Assholes. Actually, if I remember right, yeah. Okay, this room.
The funny thing was all the enhanced lighting and shit, and the arm cannon literally having a glow up. It is not nearly as dark as it initially was. Cause look at those fucking particle effects on this thing.
Oh yeah, invisible enemies.
Wait, did the wave beam always do that?
What?
I swear one of them was invisible. You shot them with the wave beam, and after shooting them with the wave beam, they the cloak flickered off and they became visible. And there was a static effect around them, you were actually circuiting the invisibility cloak.
Just in case. Hey, dickwad. Hey, big man. Oh, damn it. You fucking missed.
Man dodging everything. Also, something else with invisible enemies that I really like, and the funny thing is, if you scan, then the game has an explanation for this. In, you'll notice the space pirates, they have a blade on one arm and a cannon on the other. They'll primarily shoot you, but they'll swing the blade when you get close. Invisible enemies are melee only, because if you scan them, it says all the power from their suit is being, filtered to the cloaking system, so they don't have a blaster. So they were, melee only.
Then we'll blast them.
Then we'll blast them. Like how in Doom, the only, invisible enemy was the pink demon.
Usually jetpack guys start showing up in here. So not at that point.
We're not a bad enough dude yet. We're not a bad enough dude or far enough in the game yet. Unless it's literally going to be saving at this save point and then they show up.
This room normally started getting like jetpack guys. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, how many of you ended up getting that one missile in the dark? I remember that being a lot harder on the GameCube. In this version, the one track is slightly more lit than I remember. I also remember, even in the Wii version, the one track is not lit all that well. But in this version, it seems like they fixed that, because I distinctly remember missing out on picking that up and then going back and struggling with the track because it's hard to see. However, in this version, the game is cleaned up incredibly well, and the track is clear enough. That was always my problem with that missile. It's not that the missile is hard to get. It's just if you end up missing it, when you go back, it's harder to reach because the power never gets cut on at all after you disable it, which annoys me. I wish that gimmick of cutting the power off was temporary because I hate going back through there. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments. Or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links as well as my Discord links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.